Dragons are the best part of Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon because we stand sky puppies, which makes it all the more dramatic every time one of them goes, heh, but that's House of the Dragon for you. But anyway, we're going to rank all 26 Targaryen dragons tonight because I am feeling a little masochistic, I guess. I don't know. Remember, this is going to be a vibes-based list. It's going to be based on my vibe, my opinion, my whatever. Sometimes I think they look pretty. Sometimes I hate their writer. It's not going to make any sense. I'm going to do what I want to do. Okay, let's get into it. In dead last at 26, we have Vermithor. Now, Vermithor, I do not have anything personally against you. You just have horrible taste in men. And by that, I mean you have horrible taste in writers. Both of your writers are King Jaehaerys Targaryen and Hugh Hammer. I don't love either of them. So you got bad taste. And also, you're known as the Bronze Fury. Bronze, in my opinion, is like, hey, what if we had gold but made it brown? I'm just not into it. I'm so sorry. Good luck. Next, we got Morgul and Shrikos. They're the dragons of Jaehaerys and Jaehaera Targaryen. They're Aegon II's kids from House of the Dragon. Look, it's not spoilers to say that basically, none of the dragons will eventually make it out of this, but let's just say these two, they're not around very much, and they go out pretty quick. So, yeah, sorry, you two. Also, you're a pair because these are twins, and you seem like twins, whatever. Then you have the last dragon, who's aptly named that because this was the last dragon. She was born, she had a little clutch of eggs, the eggs never hatched themselves, and then she kind of withered and died. Very sad. Next, we have Caraxes. He's Joffrey Velarion's dragon, one of Rhaenyra's kids, like the littlest one. Another one, just, you're little, we don't see you much. I don't care. I'm sorry. Next, we have Arax. Arax is Lucerys Velarion's dragon. He's the one who, at the end of season 1, House of the Dragon, with Vhagar and the big bite. Yeah, you're kind of, actually, I think your color scheme is very interesting, kind of pretty. But once again, you did a whoops, and then that led to some more whoopses, and I'm just sorry. You're going pretty low. Okay, this is Stormcloud. This is Aegon the Younger, so Rhaenyra's son Aegon, his dragon, Stormcloud. I think you are a decently cool younger dragon. Again, you're younger during the Dance of Dragons. I'm not going to get into spoilers, but you try your best, and I really appreciate you for that. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you, y'all. Most of these dragons don't make it out of here. Okay, possible controversial choice, Quicksilver. Now, no one who has only seen the show will probably know who Quicksilver is. Quicksilver is the first Targaryen dragon to die in combat, and it happens way before the events of House of the Dragon, so I'm not spoiling shit. So Quicksilver was the dragon of Aenys the First, Aegon the Conqueror's son. Quicksilver was his dragon, and then Aenys, became king after that, but he was pretty bad at it. He dies, and then Maegor the Cruel, his brother, takes over and usurps the throne from Aenys' son Aegon. Aegon the Uncrowned then claims Quicksilver, is like, I'm gonna go beat some people, woo! But then, unfortunately, Maegor the Cruel shows up, and he's riding Balerion, Aegon the Conqueror's giant black dragon. And Balerion's like, well, I'm gonna eat ya! And yeah, Quicksilver don't make it. So Quicksilver, it ain't your fault, it's mostly your writer, but yeah, sorry. Next, we have Ragal, one of Daenerys' dragons. He is my least favorite of Daenerys' dragons. To be frank, Ragal is just kind of a little asshole. He's a little asshole. He's mean. He likes to snap a lot. I just I don't vibe with the bratty energy over here. I think your green is very pretty, but yeah, I'm sorry. You're my least of that of those triplets. Okay. Next, we have Grey Ghost. Grey Ghost is one of the wild dragons that lives on Dragonstone during the Dance of the Dragons. He's pretty fun. His whole deal is he likes fish. He just loves fish. So he's known to dive into the ocean and grab some fish, nom nom, fly around. He's kind of just doing his own thing. So you're kind of middle of the pack for me. Next, we have Vermax. Vermax is Jace's dragon in House of the Dragon. I think it's a fun color scheme. The green with the orangey reddy. It's fun. Also, I'm gonna be controversial, go out on a limb. I think one of the cuter dragon faces. I think this gives me the most sky puppy, and I appreciate Vermax for that reason. Next, we got the Cannibal. The Cannibal is another wild dragon from Dragonstone, and is once again aptly named. The Cannibal is a cannibal dragon who is known to unfortunately eat a bunch of the dragon eggs that are on Dragonstone. Is never claimed. He's a wild dragon. Don't mess with him. He crazy. He's really crazy. Next up, we have Sea Smoke. Now, Sea Smoke is just the goodest boy. He is Laenor Velarion's dragon, and then, oh my gosh, what's his name? The hot one! Adam of Hull. Adam of Hull's dragon. How could I forget? He's so pretty. But yeah, Sea Smoke does his best. Great dragon. Does some good stuff during the dance. Is just another goodest boy. We stan. Next, we have Sheepstealer. I just like Sheepstealer's vibe. He is named Sheepstealer because he likes sheep. He likes sheep. He looks for sheep. He eats sheep. I appreciate that. Also, Nettle spotting. Nettles, hi. Wish we could have seen you. Now, Moondancer is an interesting one because Moondancer is, of course, Baela Targaryen's dragon. I love Baela to death. But then there's the Finn. The Finn, I'm gonna be honest, I went back and forth on. I went back and forth on it a lot, and I still don't know exactly how I feel. But at this moment, in this particular illustration, I'm kind of living for it. I think it's giving. It's giving a lot. So yeah, you go here. Next, we have Silverwing. Silverwing was the dragon, first of Alysanne Targaryen, wonderful taste, and then of Ulf the White, less great taste. But you know what, Silverwing, you're a little bit older, you were kind of lonely, you know, I'm not going to judge you, I'm not going to judge you too harshly on Ulf. We've all been there where just, you know, a man shows up and we're like, well, it's better than nothing. So yeah, you're great though. I think you're very pretty and I love this artwork, gorgeous. Next, we have Morning, the cutest dragon ever. She's pink! Look at her, Morning is pink! And House of the Dragon is probably cutting her. I will not forgive that transgression. You hear me, showrunners? But Morning was supposed to be Rhaena Targaryen's dragon before they, like, combined her with Nettles, and now she's getting Sheepstealer, but she's supposed to have her own dragon named Morning who's pink. Pink! Next, we have the next of Daenerys' dragons, Viserion. Viserion, I love. Viserion is like a cuddle bug. She just, or he, I guess we don't know the gender, but, you know, I think it's a she. But Viserion loves to, like, wrap her tail around Daenerys and just, like, always be, like, snuggled up against her, and it's just, it's adorable. We love, we stan, we will not forgive those showrunners for what they did to this beautiful, beautiful dragon. Okay, cool. Next, we have Meraxes. I love Meraxes. Meraxes is a badass dragon. Meraxes was the dragon of Rhaenys the Conqueror, along with her brother Aegon the Conqueror and sister Visenya the Conqueror, because this dragon helped fucking conquer Westeros. Now, sadly, this dragon Meraxes also died pretty early because the Dornish got very lucky, and the only place that a bolt can hurt a dragon is right in the eye, and well, they had a lucky shot. Sad day. Next, we have Sunfire. Now, like, hear me out. Sunfire, you have terrible taste. Terrible taste in writers. Atrocious. But you know what? I get over it. I get over it because look at you. Look at you. Look at this color scheme. It's gorgeous. Oh my gosh. I just like the whole, like, you know, morning, the sunset, whatever is dawn, sunset, I don't even care what it is. It's just so pretty, like the pink with the gold, it's amazing. But fuck your writer, I hate that man. Then, of course, we have Noodle Boy himself, Caraxes over here, who was the dragon of Daemon Targaryen, and then before him, Aemon Targaryen, Rhaenys' father. But Rhaenys from House of the Dragon, not the other, you know, the names, they're fun. But Noodle Boy is a good boy. He's a good boy. He's weird. He's got a weird roar. I am partial to the color red. I find you endlessly entertaining. And poor you being stuck in Harrenhal for a whole season. You just poor Caraxes just stuck in purgatory while Daemon is losing his mind. Next, we got our beautiful girl Syrax. Syrax is so pretty. I love a gold dragon. I am partial to one. Also, Rhaenyra is your writer, and we stand. We just stand on this channel, okay? Team Black every freaking day of the week. Next, we have Drogon. I love Drogon. Balerion, come again. He is great. He's Daenerys' dragon, the dragon that she rides, and also the scene in the books where she claims Drogon, like, as her mount, is one of my favorite scenes in the entire series. It is so harrowing. It is so empowering. I fucking love it. Drogon, you pretty cool. Next, we have Granny War Crimes herself, Vhagar! Now, I have a bone to pick with people in this fandom because, hey, this Mima is not to blame for any of the shenanigans in this TV show, okay? Mima is just trying to chill. She's trying to lay in fields and sleep, and fucking Aemon Targaryen just has to like, oh, well, I gotta do a war crime. Come on, Grammy. And like, no, it ain't her fault. She don't know where she is. She's just doing what she can, okay? For all she knows, the blonde bitch on her back is Visenya still, okay? She don't know nothing. Okay, number 4, we got Balerion the Black Dread. We have the big boy himself, the OG Targaryen dragon, the last dragon to ever see old Valyria. He's a scary one. He big, he black, he block out the sun, he burns Harrenhal to the ground, the Field of Fire. He's really cool. And the list of riders that he has is, let's just say, eclectic. We start with Aegon the Conqueror. There may have been other riders before then. We are not sure beyond like the semi-canon sources, but from what we know for certain, Aegon the Conqueror, followed by Maegor the Cruel, followed by poor Arya Targaryen, whoopsie day, and then finally, oddly enough, Viserys Targaryen. Yeah, Viserys was Balerion's last rider. Rode him once, never again, and then Balerion died a year later. Just, Viserys, you are an omen unto yourself. And at number 3, we have Meleys. I love Meleys, the Red Queen herself. She is gorgeous. I love the red. I love with the little bits of bronze. I like the little shoots of pink. It's so pretty. Also, your rider is just beautiful taste. First, Alyssa Targaryen, who was the mother of Viserys and Daemon. She is wonderful. And then you have Rhaenys Targaryen. Again, just wonderful taste. We stan. Meleys, you're so pretty. You got done dirty. It wasn't your fault, but you went out in a goddamn blaze of glory, and we love you for it. Next, we have Targaryen, who I just adore. I adore this color. Targaryen is known as the Blue Queen. She's just so pretty. She's like a cobalty blue with these like shoots of like bronze going throughout. It's like such a fun color combo. Her rider is Daeron Targaryen, who is Aegon. Why did I say Aegon? Aegon and Aemond and Helena's youngest brother. He's we haven't seen him in House of the Dragon yet, except for that like brief little bit at the end with Targaryen. But he's the only chill one, basically, of the Hightower brood. He's the only one that's like not a complete sociopath. So, not to say he doesn't commit some, war crimes for himself. This is the Dance of Dragons after all. But Targaryen, we love her. Finally, my baby, my number 1, Dreamfire. I love Dreamfire. Dreamfire is just gorgeous. Look at this blue. I love this blue on a dragon. It's so fun. It's so fantasy. She's one of the oldest living dragons at the moment. She was originally the dragon of Rhaena Targaryen, not the one from the modern day. The original Rhaena Targaryen, who was the daughter of Aenys. She had to marry Maegor the Cruel. But Rhaena was a badass. She was a badass. She fought people. When one of her husbands was a piece of shit, she fed him to her dragon. Fucking love it. And then after Rhaena, Helena is Dreamfire's current rider, which that is one thing I really wish the show wouldn't have changed, because Helena actually really loves Dreamfire and loves riding, but the show made it so she doesn't for whatever reason. But I want to see this dragon live action so bad. She's so pretty. I love her to death. This is who I want my dragon to be. Okay. Also, don't forget about this in the place where the links are. Okay, goodbye!